WIBTA if I asked for a DNA test. About 8 years ago, I went to a friend's wedding. While I was there, I wound up having a drunken one-night stand with an old friend I went to school with. The next morning, I woke up to her crying. She said she was in a serious relationship and our hookup was a big mistake. I instinctively apologized, but she insisted it was all her fault and I had no reason to apologize. I gave her my word that I would keep quiet about things and this would just be our secret. I've kept my word for years. I've never said nothing to anyone. I've actually almost forgot about it myself. About a month ago, I was scrolling through Facebook when I seen something that shook my whole world up. I seen a picture of my daughter sitting on some random guy's lap. After a double take and a thorough inspection, I realized this was not my daughter. I realized it was my old friend's husband and their daughter. The resemblance is uncanny. Those girls are almost twins. The math adds up, and my thoughts have been driving me crazy for a month now. I want to say something. I feel like I need to know the truth. I need to put my mind to rest. I don't want to break a family, but after my mom passed away, I found out that me and my children are at a high risk for colon cancer. If she is my child, I feel like this is something she needs to know. Edit. If I found out she was mine, I would most definitely want to be a part of her life. What kind of man would I be if I didn't? I agreed to keep her infidelity a secret. I never agreed to let another man raise my child. I feel guilty because the two of them look so happy in that picture. I would hate to spoil the relationship between those two. I couldn't imagine if I found out my daughter wasn't mine, but at the same time, I can't imagine missing out on my child's life. And TA, though you need to chat with her quietly off to the side and show her a picture of your daughter so she realizes that you are serious, do not bring it to her husband or daughter's attention at all. Edit. My point was, let's get the test results before making any life-altering decisions here. Maybe it's OPs, maybe it's not. Let's look before we leap. The mother is likely to be very defensive, though, and unlikely to want to commit to a DNA test. She gains nothing from finding out it is OP's child, but risks losing her family. Well, I disagree that she gains nothing, to be honest. If it is in fact his child, she'll be able to have a better medical history, and OP sounds like a decent guy who would actually contribute to the child's upbringing and be a part of their lives. I think in the right circumstances, it could be a very good thing for the child and the mom. Sure, let's just ignore the husband. It's not up to OP to involve the husband, but he does have every right to find out if the child is his. It's the mother's call to involve the husband or not. Listen, OP can be a real dick about it and just go to court and get a court order. That would involve everyone and be a bad thing and would surely be considered a threat to the family. I'm saying if OP is smart and wants to know, he can do it in a manner that is non-threatening. I see a lot of people here wanting to blow up this man's marriage without a second thought about it. God, I'm glad all you busybodies and nosy Nellies weren't around my marriage. Jesus. He should know, and you're taking it upon yourselves to tell him then? Don't cheat on your spouse, and those busybodies and nosy Nellies will have nothing to talk about. Seems pretty fucking simple to me. You can't expect people to take responsibility for their own choices. Everything bad that happens to them is because of everyone else and never because they did something wrong. How do you know she even cheated on this man? She could have cheated on a different man and ended up in that relationship. I fucking hate the amount of people who defend cheating, scum. If you cheat, someone isn't the asshole for informing your partner that you were a cheating sack of shit. Don't want your marriage to blow up? Don't fuck other people without your partner's consent. Really that simple. It always seems simple from the outside. The husband didn't cheat on his spouse.